If you ain't trying to get a bag, then dip. Cause see, I ain't got time for a wimp. I want a real who gon' stick with me. I want some real who gon' pimp with me. If you ain't trying to get a bag, then dip. Cause see, I ain't got time for a wimp. I want a real who gon' stick with me. I want some.
Hello world, it's your girl IamBreeZe Branding. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit that notification bell, subscribe so you know every time I post another video on the channel. So today it's gonna be a little chit chat, a little relaxed, a little vibe, right? I have my handy dandy little journal here, and we're just simply going to be reflecting. Okay, this video, as you can tell in the title, is all about manifesting your boss life. Okay, this is all about lifestyle change, mindset. Okay, so we're gonna go through here. I'll take you some notes on ways to, like I said, help manifest the life that you want for yourself, create your goals, how to achieve them, how to set them, etc., etc., etc. Okay, and we go, of course, gotta have us a little wine, girl. Okay, little girl check. So let's get into the video. Alright, so everybody go ahead and get you a little something to drink. If you don't do wine, you can pour you with a nice little glass of something, okay? Just a little bit. We don't need too much. Just a little bit. Something nice, calm us and moves us as we really think, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and get into it. I love me some Stella. If you know me, you know I'm a wine girl. Stella vanilla, French vanilla, chef's kiss, okay? It's really good. So, let's go ahead and get into it, okay? All right, you guys. So the first thing for me, in my opinion, when it comes to setting your goals or manifesting your lifestyle is about reflection, right? You got to be able to learn from what you've done, whether good or bad. Take that, analyze it, depict it, organize it, and put it back together again and figure out what worked for you and what didn't work, okay? So we're going to first reflect, right? And I'm just going to take my life, and y'all can do this with y'all life, and we'll do it together, okay? But the first thing that you want to do is reflect. Reflection is such an important thing, I feel like, personally. And I will say, for me, I think I don't reflect enough. I do reflect on the things that, I know I could have done better, but I don't really reflect on my accomplishments and the things that I did good, and then take time to celebrate those things, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and get into reflection. So, I'm just gonna kind of go over like my pros and cons of 2022, the things that I feel like I did good, things I feel like I could do better, accomplishments that I made, and things of that nature. So I guess we'll start with the pros, because I tend to always have less of those, but just because I'm harder on myself, so I pick out all the bad shit, okay? So for me, my pros of 2022 is I feel like I became more consistent when it comes to becoming a social media influencer and a content creator. When I say I became consistent, I really did. And I can't say it's been the entire year of 2022, but maybe at the end, like that halfway mark, is where I really, really buckled down and made sure that I was doing what needed to be done. And so, yeah, consistency. Consistency is something that I feel like I personally always struggle with. I feel like that's the reason why I'm in the position that I'm in my life, is due to lack of consistency, because I could be so much further in everything that I do, from social media, from influencing, from doing music, from my businesses. I hate to say it about myself, but I'm not the most consistent person. I'm always working, but I've never been consistent or stuck to that one thing and like, okay, this is the baby, this is what we're gonna focus on, right? So, but I will say, about that halfway mark of 2022 is when I was like, okay, girl, we gotta get it together. And became more consistent with my social media. So yeah, consistency is definitely key. I feel like in anybody's growth process, no matter what it is that you do in life, whether you're an entrepreneur, whether you work a 9 to 5, it don't matter. Consistency, it's what's going to take everybody in any game, any industry, any field to the next level. So for me, I think I got monetized. I know Instagram was the first platform to ever monetize me. shout out to the IG, okay? And that could be also because that was the platform I was most consistent on. Well, I lied, y'all, that's not true. YouTube monetized me first, but that was years ago, and then they took it back. Y'all petty, y'all petty, YouTube, y'all petty. They took it back and then tell me no reason why. That's the story for a whole other day. I think I talked about that. I think that's in my I'm back video where I talked about how I got monetized and demonetized and I started new channels and all kind of crazy stuff. But YouTube was the first platform to monetize me. I think it was back in like 2015, 16. And I was 15, 16 years old and had got my channel monetized, reached my threshold. I don't even think I got that first check from them before they demonetized me and took it away. And so here I am, new channel. Okay, consistency. I wasn't consistent. I stopped after they did that. I was really discouraged, but we're gonna talk about that another day. But aside from that, currently Instagram monetized me in 2021, and I did it like I started with lives and was making money off of going live every 30 minutes for once a week. And then when they implemented the reels, I was one of the first people to do the beta testing and then doing the reel bonuses. And so yeah, Instagram was the very first platform that monetized me as a social media influencer. And then from Instagram, it was Facebook. I went on Facebook one day and really like, this is how you can just like put it out there. Prior to me making this post I'm about to tell y'all, I'm gonna try to see if I can find it. Matter of fact, I'm gonna see if I can find it. I don't know, that might be hard, but it was this year. And I told Facebook, I was like, and they wonder why I don't be on Facebook. Y'all need to monetize me because IG is where it's at, or something like that. It's something of that nature that I said. And like a day after that, Facebook monetized me for reels. And so yeah, and I've been, working on implementing TikTok back into my routine because TikTok was just, I don't know, it was just a platform I was super scared of. I didn't want to touch TikTok, okay? I didn't want nothing to do with TikTok. It was growing super fast. People were blowing up super fast. I just feel like it was too quick for me. Like the fast pace, trendy was just too fast for me on TikTok. But I realized that in anything that I do, I just gotta be me at the end of the day. I don't care how slow or fast I move, whether I'm the sloth or whether I'm the lion, baby. I got to move at my pace that has been set for me and set in stone for me. Cause what's for me, gonna be for me, regardless. Okay, I'm gonna get it regardless. Right. What they say, he might not be on your time, but he always right on time. Okay. Anywho, so yeah, consistency with social media was definitely like a big pro for me in 2022. Also, for those of you who don't know, I started a business in 2021, a venue or event rental business through my nonprofit. And it was a business incubator for entrepreneurs and creators to come learn classes on social media, how to post. They could come do pictures. It was like basically a creator studio, and it was called the Platform 901. We reached 1 year in business on November the 1st of 2022. Unfortunately, we have left the location that we were at, and we are searching for a new location. It'll be a whole story time on it, but I can't talk about it in depth right now. But I will explain further on that and then let y'all know when we get a new location, what we're looking, things like that, because it was dope. But you can also go to bsoyfoundation.org and you can see what our organization does, what the platform was to the community, things like that. You can also find us on Instagram, Facebook, and see what we did. So yeah, we reached 1 year in business, and that is something that I'm super proud of. Even though we are now temporarily closed due to finding a new location, I'm proud that we made it that 1 year, because when I tell y'all, that was so hard. That was unlike anything I've ever done. For me, any business that I've ever started has always kind of been geared around either, which I guess it was too, but it was mostly geared around entrepreneurship or entertainment. That's all I've ever known pretty much my entire life. And I've dabbled and dabbled in other things. Like I've started a cosmetic, a hair care company. I've done real estate. I've done quite a few different things that I guess wouldn't be in those fields. But an event rental business, the entire process or concept of all these things you would need, what you gotta do, what's your do's and your don'ts, it was a completely new territory for me. And there was so many times that I did want to give up, because I invested so much money. I invested so much money in that, so much money and so much time. Like, the time that was put into that project for me was way more than what the money could ever equate to. It was so much more time put into that, so much more blood, sweat, and tears, and frustration, and sacrificing was put into that over the amount of money. And when I say I put money in there, I put money in there, okay? And not just my money, not just my blood, sweat, and tears, but my family as well. This was a family project. So my parents, my sisters, we all came together and really worked on this building. When I say we built it from the ground up, y'all will get to see. I'll show y'all. I'm gonna help make a whole video about the entire process of my rental business, my event rental business, the platform, how we built it, until to current where we are now. But that was definitely, making it to 1 year in business was definitely a pro for me, because that was something that it started out as a passion project, but it ended up being something that I had to do based off of discipline, which is doing stuff you don't want to do. Like, at some point I just didn't want to do it no more, and y'all will know why when I make that video. And it wasn't because of the project or the mission or the reason we were doing it. It was just, unfortunately, some other things I can't say. But yeah, we made it to 1 year in business in that, and I say I don't want to do it again, but I think it was just the people that I had weren't the right people to be doing it with. But I would definitely, when we find another location for that, bring that back. So that was definitely a pro for me in 2022. My next pro would be self-awareness and working on my mental. That is something that was very, like, I had such a private battle with myself in 2022, and by that I mean I just was, and I know I'm young, you know, so I'm still figuring things out, figuring out who I am, who I'm going to be, what I will and won't accept, the type of person I do and the woman I do and don't want to be, things like that. But I've definitely always been so sure of myself and who I am, the type of person I am, what I will and won't accept. Like, I'm very much a no-nonsense type of person. And so to have worked on that in 2022, or be able to now reflect and realize that's what that was for me, I think that is personally a pro, because, and unfortunately, so many people deal with mental health and mental illness, and a lot of people don't want to speak on it, but I'm gonna speak on it, okay? I'm gonna drop the dime, okay? I'm on this platform to be open and honest and vulnerable with you guys, which is a little bit hard for me to do because I don't be liking people in my business. I really don't like nobody in my business, and that's why I said it was such a personal battle with myself, because I'm not the person to go and tell everybody, oh my gosh, I'm having issues, or I'm sad, or I'm depressed, or I'm this, or I'm that. That's just not, I'm not open like that with my emotions to people, because why? What you in my business for? And then I don't want to be a Debbie Downer. Like, I don't like to bring nobody else down if I'm down. But being able to recognize that that is a place that I actually was at last year, and worked on that. Like, I worked on that. I read books. I listened to I watched what I was feeding to myself, and I feel like a lot of people, when it comes to mental health and self-care, don't realize you can self-sabotage just by the things you read, the things you listen to, the things you let, you know, the people you put around you. That is a form of self-sabotage. So I changed it up. I started unfriending people on social media, okay? I switched up my algorithm. I started following people and motivational pages, and, you know what I'm saying, speakers and pastors and preachers, and everything that I felt like could help lift me up and motivate me, things I could relate to in a positive light. Because there's some stuff I can relate to that's depressing, because I done been there, done that. But find things you can relate to in a positive light. Find things that motivate you. Find things that inspire you, okay? That's how you get out of that, period. So those are my top 3 pros for 2022. Consistency with my social media, 1 year in business, and my mental, okay? My cons for 2022 was procrastination and perfection. Oh, and self-sabotage, but I had already kind of talked about that. But yeah, procrastination, perfection, and self-sabotage. And I think that all comes with, like, all of those, I think, will start with what everybody's idea of perfection is. And I feel like that's something that you definitely got to let go of. Because if you are, and I consider myself to be a perfectionist, but if you are the type of person like me, perfectionist, that you're waiting on something to be perfect, you're going to be waiting for a very long time. A very, very long time. You're going to be waiting on Jesus himself to come back. Okay? You know, that's just kind of what it is. You're going to be waiting. And in that perfection comes procrastination. Like, those things followed each other. Like, I ain't just get one or the other. It was a domino effect. And it started with me being such a perfectionist and critiquing myself so much, being so judgmental on myself, to where my perfectionism turned into procrastination because it wasn't perfect. So I wasn't putting anything out, whether that's pictures, YouTube videos. You wouldn't believe how many I got, like 7 to 10 YouTube videos in my phone right now that have not been put out, that I filmed in 2022. And I just feel like, okay, it's not, the quality is not good enough, my sound not good enough, or the editing wasn't good enough, or this is boring, nobody's gonna watch that. Just being such a freaking Debbie Downer on myself, like being so judgmental on myself, that I could have missed opportunities. Those videos could be the ones that would have blew me up, who knows, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't put those things out because I was waiting on perfection. And so I just want to let everybody know, release the spirit of perfection, because it's not coming, love. Just let it go, okay? It's not a thing. Okay, so now that we have reflected, like, I feel like it's something very important to do when you're making your goals and things like that. You got to reflect on where you've been, what you've done, and figure out what worked and what didn't work. Okay, so moving on to 2023. Happy New Year, you guys. It's 2023. I cannot believe it. It happened so fast. It definitely did. Creating your goals, right? And I thought about doing like a whole vision board thing with you guys, but I wanted to be very intentional with what I chose to share, because I am either one of two things. Either I'm an oversharer or I am very private. That's just what it is. I overshare, or I just don't tell you. I ain't gonna let you know none of my business, really. And it's very hard to find that thin line for me personally. It's very hard to find that line to walk on, because I'm very much just that person. Like, that's my part of my personality. Like, I'm not gonna half-ass nothing. Like, I'm either all in or I ain't got nothing to do with it. Like, that's just what it is when it comes to me. If it's business, either I'm going to focus on it and I'm going to do it, or this ain't something I want to do. That goes for relationships or friendships. Either I'm all in or you just stay away from me. Like, I really don't have that in-between line a part of my personality. And so that's why it's kind of difficult for me to know, okay, what I share, what I don't share. So I'm working on being intentional. So that is my very first goal of 2023. Be intentional with whatever you do in life, with the people that you choose to talk to, the people you surround yourself with, who you follow on social media, what you comment on, what you respond to. Be intentional with what you post, what jobs you determine you want to take. Just being intentional about everything. And I'm gonna leave the definition of it being intentional down here, just so that you guys can have that and really understand in the full capacity of what I mean by being intentional. I'm gonna leave the definition on screen. I'm making sure that I'm doing behind everything I do for 2023. I need to have a reason, a mission, and a vision. If I cannot come up with the reason, the mission, or the vision for why I'm doing anything in this year, it is not meant for me to do it. God didn't get it to me. That's just something I'm trying to make up to do to fill up time. That's called a distraction, okay? That's that seed of doubt. That's the distraction from the devil. That ain't meant for you. God ain't sent that for you. If you ain't got the reason, the mission, and the vision, it's not true. It's not passion. You don't want it. You're just doing it because you can. And that's not always a good thing. So, be intentional. Okay. My next thing for 2023 is I want to save my money. I'm saving my money. Okay, and what I mean by that is, like, I find myself to be a very financially stable person. I'm good at managing my finances. I'm pretty good, like, for my age. I feel like I'm damn near the GOAT, okay? But I'm gonna leave that up to the people. What little baby said, okay? But yeah, I feel like I'm really good at managing my finances. But I say save money because 2022, I feel like, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like from 2021 to 2022, that was my ball out years. Like, cause even when I was like in my teens, like when I started making money from like 16 to till about 20, I was a very I was a stickler, I guess. Is that the right word? A stickler with my money. Like, I don't spend money. I ain't spend money. I saved money. I really did. Like, I really did not play with spending money like that in my teenage years. And then when I turned 21, I bought myself my first car off the lot. I bought myself a car. I got a BMW. Kim, she down right now, y'all. Fuck me. But we gonna get Kim back up to kicking. Don't play with her. But I bought my first car off the lot. White, nice body BMW. Don't play with a black man's wish. I did that. What else did I do? I just was spending money. I'm gonna be honest. Like, once I hit 21, I just started spending money. And then for my 21st birthday, I spent money. I spent money. So I bought my building, my venue, the platform 901. I bought the venue, put down the first and last months of rent, and then I started investing from that point forward. I had to purchase material because we built inside it, and y'all get to kind of see what I mean when I make that video I'm talking about. But I built, we built in there. So we had to buy material, we had to hire some people, we had to do all kind of stuff, and that's just the building phase. Like, I can't even come up with I want to know. I gotta go back in my books and try to calculate like how much money I spent on that venue from 2021 till now to 2022, because we're gone now. I really gotta. That's a good thing. I'm gonna make that a part of that video. But yeah, I need to calculate and see how much money I spent. But I know I spent a lot of money. I spent a lot of money. I'm talking about from materials to equipment to decorations to inventory to stock. Like, just, ooh, I feel like I spent a lot of money now. I feel like I spent more money than I think I did. But I did a lot of investing in that, in these 2 years from 2021 to 2022. That, I guess, this 1 year span. I spent a lot of money then. And then my 21st birthday bash, I had it in my venue. So mind you, I had just paid for the leaves, paid the application fee, the first and last month's rent, got the lights turned on, internet bill, all of that, and then I had decided two weeks prior to my 21st that I was gonna throw a big birthday bash, a big ass birthday bash. I'm talking about, I spent probably about anywhere from 5 to 8 on my 21st birthday bash. I really did. I spent a lot of money. And I'll leave like a thing. I gotta figure out how to put this thing right here where they can see the video. I don't know how to do that. I figured out the timestamps though, as y'all probably seen in the last one. But I don't know how to do this thing where they did that. But I'm gonna try to figure that out. And I'm gonna try to put it right here, a clip from my 21st birthday bash, so y'all can see what I mean. It was lit. It was wild. It was bonkers. Okay, crazy. Wait till I get money. Let me stop. See, I said I was saving, and I'm already talking about wait till I get some money, because then I'm gonna spend the money. I mean, let me be quiet. But yes, saving money is something that I really, really want to do this year. And I mean, I'm just gonna invest it and spend it again in 2024, but I'm trying to save this year. But in saving, I don't mean lack myself, which is part coming into my next goal of 2023, which is showing grace to myself, working on self-care and self-love. And by that I mean, I'm the type of person, I'm gonna put everybody else before me. That's just how I am. Like, I don't know how, it's very difficult for me to fix that. And it's making me have to learn to be selfish. And I made a post, I'm gonna try to find it on my Facebook, and I was just like, look, I need everybody to understand, anything I do this year ain't got shit to do with you. It really ain't got nothing to do with you. Like, if I choose to involve you, cool. But if not, please don't charge it to my heart. You know what I'm saying? Because what I'm doing right now is very personal to me. The mission to focus on me and support me right now is very personal to me. And I need my friends and my family to understand that, to support that. And if you can't, you got to keep it pushing. You're not meant to be a part of this phase in my life if you can't understand that I got to focus on me, that I got to put me first.
I gotta put me first. I gotta put me first. I gotta put me first, Lucius.
Okay, I gotta put me first, Lucius. Okay. So yeah, definitely self-care, and I just mean in the smallest of ways. Like, I don't think I'm on self-care is like a big thing. Like, I don't feel like I spend lots of money, but like, I want to keep my nails done, my toes done, my hair done, go give me a little massage, you know what I'm saying? Take myself out to eat, buy myself a new book. It could be the smallest of things, but those for me are forms of self-care and self-love. Okay, so my next thing, I guess this is kind of included in, the whole showing grace, self-care, self-love thing, would be a mindset shift. Um, and I say that because that comes back to me when I was telling you guys about being a perfectionist. That is a blessing and a curse for sure. Um, it can be very difficult because it's a battle of the minds, man. That's just what it is. Um, but when I say mindset shift, I just mean I'm working on my faith. That's what I mean by that. I'm not the most religious person. I grew up in a Christianity, I ain't gonna say household, but my mama's side of the family is, Christianity. So I grew up in that. And then my grandmother is currently Muslim. But whoever it is that you believe in, I do believe that there's a higher power. It's somebody else up there controlling some things, because I done been through some things that I should not have made it out of. I've been through some things, whether it was some physical things, some financial things, some mental things. I done been through some things that ain't no way I should be right here talking to you guys right now. There's no way my life should be this pleasant right now based on some things that I have been through, y'all. And so for me, it's somebody up there. It's somebody up there saying, okay, I see you, give her a break. Okay, let me bless her here. Let me teach her this lesson right here. Let me do this for her right here. Let me let this incident happen to her so she understands what grace is, so she understands what loyalty is. It's somebody up there that's in control, baby. And I just am grateful because I feel like whoever's up there is shaping me into a badass woman. I'm talking about I'm gonna be a bad mama jamma. Y'all ain't gonna know what to do with me. Baby. Okay. But that's what I mean when I say mindset shift. Like I said, I'm not the most religious person, but I am a spiritual being for sure. I believe in a higher power, whatever you want to call him. I still call him and identify him as God and Jesus, my Lord and Savior, because that's what I know him to be. Those are the names that I know to identify the higher power of. I hope I don't mean no disrespect. I don't mean no disrespect to nobody or their religion. I don't mean no disrespect to Christianity by saying I ain't choosing no religion, but I'm gonna use y'all names. I don't mean nothing by it. So don't, but just that I am on my spiritual journey, and maybe one day that'll turn into religion. Maybe one day I'll find one and feel like it's home for me. But at the moment, my religion is me and God. Okay, that's me and him, or me and her, or me and the spirits, and me and the universe, me and the high power. Okay, that's my religion. It's very personal. My religion ain't got nothing to do with nobody else and nobody else's morals and goals and visions and values. Nothing. It's just mine and God. That's it. It's a 1-2 relationship. I don't need nobody else in the idea. Okay. But I'm definitely building that faith back up because over the years, like I said, I just been through some things where I don't know, it was kind of shaky at first. Like, it took for right now in this moment. Yes, I can say I know it's somebody up there doing it. I know, I believe, and I'm faithful and I'm thankful. But prior to today, or a couple months ago, it was things going on, and I was just feeling like the world was against me and God didn't want me to win. I felt some type of way. But that's what I mean by faith and mindset shift. Faith is invisible. Faith is moving, knowing that whatever is happening, good or bad, is going to work out for my good in the end. I might not could see it now, but it'll come when it's supposed to. Okay? So definitely working on my mindset and keeping positive and uplifting spirits in there, because when you deal with some little mental things, it be hard sometimes. And I don't know if I did this one already. Y'all can talk for a minute, so I don't really remember. My next thing would be to become a full-time content creator, full-time influencer. I don't think I did that, but yeah. And by that, I mean, I wanted to pay my bills. Like, you ain't got to do nothing else. You got to do nothing like, you know, nails, cute, splurge type of stuff. But just pay all of my bills. I wanted to pay
Can you
all
pay
of
my
my
bills? Can you pay my telephone
Okay,
bills?
that's full-time to me. I find the money to go get cute somewhere else. Okay. But I would like this to be my full-time job. For those who don't know, I do a lot of stuff. I have a graphics company, well, a branding company. We do graphics, marketing, logos, website, anything, branding and marketing. IamBreeZe Branding. Click the link in our bio, IamBreeZeBranding.com, if you need any of my lovely services. I love to help you out. But that is my job. And I make some money. You know, I do fairly well. Um, I do fairly well, but it's taking my social media, all of that to, you know, pay my bills. But I want just influencing to pay my bills. I want my Instagram, my Facebook, my TikTok, my YouTube checks to pay my bills. That's what I want. And then my last thing, and we'll come to a close after that. My last thing that I want for 2023 is, and I guess this plays a part of that whole mindset thing, but my last thing is I want to create a new environment. Like, I need a new circle. I need a new friend group. And I'm saying it like I got some. I done let all of them go because they all crazy. They was all crazy and out their mind. They weren't my type of people, and I know that. And they're my feelings because I thought they was my people. But in that, I mean, you know, if you my people, y'all know who y'all are. I ain't gonna shout out no names, you know. Cheers to my girls, you know, who stick beside. They gonna stick beside. You know, but unfortunately last year I did let a lot of people go. I had to, and it hurt like hell to let them people go that I thought were longevity, you know, gonna be here for the long run, gonna be my friend, you know what I'm saying, gonna be, you know, see the success with me. But unfortunately I realized those people were just there for the benefit of having me around, right? And I made another post, and I'm gonna stick it over here so y'all can see it. Let me scoot over. Y'all see her? Yeah. And basically I was just saying that, like, I need a new friend group, like, for real. Like, I'm sick of being the most financially stable in the group, the smartest, the most educated, the most business savvy. I'm tired of being the most loyal. I'm tired of being the shoulder to cry on every 2 weeks. It's draining because I am such a person who I'm a very empathetic person. I give and I give and I give and I give and I give, and then I ain't got nothing left in me for me. And that became a real problem for me last year. I'm talking about, you know, from guy trouble to girlfriends. Like, them people was crazy. I had to let all of them go, and it really hurt my feelings. Like, no jokes aside, like, and it takes a lot to hurt my feelings, just because I'm such a you got this person, like, but it really did. It really, yeah. It really did hurt my feelings to have to let some of those people go because I really thought they were my friend. And to see how they treated me of all people, like, I'm still appalled. I can't even still put it together now, y'all. Like I feel like I'm grieving, you know, and I still am grieving the loss of those friends. Um, because for me it was real. For me, the relationship and those bonds and that friendship and that time and that history was real. For me, it was real. For me, I didn't see a end game. I didn't see any malice. Because I wasn't giving any of that. So I don't know why that was given to me. Why that was dished out to me. So yeah, it's a grieving process when you lose some friends. It really is. And these are friends that I've had for years, y'all. I'm talking about, I'm 22. These people that I let go of, I've known for 10, 12, 6 years, you know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of my life. and it's very difficult. It's hard. But I need a new friend group. I need some people who make more money than me, who's smarter than me, who got more connections than me, who is more consistent than me. I need some accountability partners. I need some business friends. I need some content friends. I need some financially stable friends. I need some people who can help me grow where I'm the dumbest in the circle. You know what I'm saying? Where I am the slowest in the room. That's what I need. And it's crazy because I never thought I would say that because it sounds weird, but that's what I need because then it gives me room to grow. See, in my old friend group, I was top of the top in the group, and so I never got to grow in those relationships with those people because they didn't have anything for me to grow with. I didn't get no education from it. I didn't learn how to earn no more money. I didn't get motivated. I was doing that for those people, and God, thank you for allowing me to be able to be that vessel for those people, and that they grew and that they are smarter and more educated, more financially stable, more business savvy, whatever it was that I was meant to give them in that phase of our lives. I am okay with that because I know whether anybody else in the world knows it, that at the end of the day, they got where they are because of something I did or something I said or something I blessed them with, whether it was a word, a motivation, a little $20 here or there, a little, a little education lesson, a little credit, you know what I'm saying, history or whatever the case may be. I know I blessed some people in this world, so it's cool. But I definitely, like I said, want a new circle, a new friend group. I need more. I need better, And in order to do that, I have to be okay. And I think that's the thing, y'all. For everybody, we got to be okay with being the dumbest, the brokest, the slowest, the less motivated, the inconsistent one in the room. Because if you are that means you have room to grow. That means you can grow. That means you got people around you who up there that you can learn from, that you can grasp from. Take advantage of that. Find them people. Find your people, okay? And that's what I'm doing, so. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope this helped somebody, motivated somebody, inspired somebody so that you can create your goals, that you can manifest your boss lifestyle in 2023, because I think this year everybody needs to, one, take some self-accountability, to be consistent, to be determined and motivated and dedicated, to learn some discipline. Discipline is the strong. Remember, that's that stuff you don't want to do, that you gotta do to get to where you want to be. Okay. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so that you know every time I post another video. And y'all, we finna kick ass in 2023. Let's go.
If you ain't tryna get a bag, then dip.